What's up, everybody? Doksimon here. Today I've got a beautiful 4-bedroom all ensuite 2-level story building situated inside the heart of East Legon, right here in the Greater Accra region of Ghana. Now, East Legon is one of the prime areas in Ghana. That literally means that you've got all the social amenities around a close proximity for your convenient dwelling experience. Now, before we go inside, so I can show you what this property is got, of course, you know how we do. We're going to take a perimeter walkthrough around the property, and then we appreciate it better. The property is sitting on a land size of about 45 feet on the frontal side by 100 feet on this longer side as well. You've got enough compound space to comfortably park about 45 cars, and of course you still have ample space for kids to play around. Right now, on top of the fence wall, you've got electric wire around the top of the fence wall, giving you extra security, and of course you also have security cameras all around for top-notch security, which is quite brilliant. On this side, you've got your security personnel quarters, right? And then you've got a motorized gate, and that is the motor to open up your gate by the press of a button, right? We're going to take a look at the back of the property, but before that, let's appreciate or take a look at the facade. If you look at this facade, I mean, I love everything about what I'm seeing. 2-level story building. You've got more like an extrusion, right? And a truncated extrusion, which on the down there flashes with the wall, and as it goes up, comes out, you know, quite beautiful. And if you look at the far end, we have a neon light recessed into that wall, creating a very long linear light all the way to the top. Quite beautiful. And on this side, you've got the same fixture. I love the strike of those lines up on that level, painted in gray. It complements this column as well, which is also painted in gray. I love the color of the property. Quite beautiful. I love the window, which technically means that the inside is going to be a little bit bright and a lot of airy for proper ventilation, to also conserve you a lot of energy, which is quite brilliant. Now, let's take a walk on the right wing of the property so we see the space that offers us. Now, on the right side of the property, you've got about 1.2 walkable space all the way to the back, right? And on the left side of the property as well, you've also got 1.2 walkable space all the way to the back, right? Now, let's take a walk inside so we get to see what this house has got. So you basically have 2 entrance way. You can actually access your property from this main security door, take a security door, or from this tall window / door, which takes you to the space. Of course, we're going to take a look at that in a bit. But of course, if you don't want to use this, you can actually use it. But for the sake that the handle is not here, we're going to make use of this particular one. So the moment you enter, let's assume that we're entering through here, of course, which ideally we should have, but because of the handle, we didn't. The moment you open this door, you're actually granted into the primary living room area. Now, on the primary living room area, you realize that you've got a double volume, right? Come this way. You realize that you've got a double volume right here, which gives you an ideology of a very ample, big space, you know. And then up on that level, you have a chain, more like a chain crystal-like chandelier, throwing its elegant light onto the floor area, which is quite good. I love this fixed window that transcends all the way from this floor area to almost the lintel level on the second floor, technically the second floor, right? And it's quite good. It brings a lot of light into this premises, right? And on this end, you've also got a tall window. Or this cannot be a door. This is definitely a tall window, right? Because you cannot make use of this as a door. But I like the idea because it gives you enough uninterrupted ventilation. You have air coming inside, and of course, that's a very beautiful thing. So you can get to conserve energy as well, right? Beautiful. I love the lighting. I love everything about this floor area. Let's take a walk to the kitchen. Now, before we get to the kitchen area, on this space, you can have your dining set right here, right? Now I get the idea of this tall window right here, because of course, if you have your dining position right here and you have this tall window, I mean, it gives you that view of the front whilst you're actually enjoying your meal, which is quite brilliant. Now on this side, you've also got a slidable or a sliding glass translucent door that brings you to the kitchen area. Now in the kitchen space, you've got fully fitted kitchen with lots of base cabinet as well as top cabinets, giving you ample space. Wow. Don't you like that? I love the lighting of this, cabinets, because it's kind of like illuminates your space as you're cooking or doing other things, and it brightens up the whole place. If you look at the foot of this area, so I'll show you the foot of the cabinet space, right? Now the foot of the base cabinet, you realize that you've got a recessed light on there, and then you have enough space to, get to do a lot of things. On this area, you've also got a recessed light. I like the fact that he combined a wooden door and a glass, a little bit 50% opaque, right, which actually complements each other. You've got all the kitchen appliances to give you a convenient cooking experience. You have your oven, you have your microwave, and of course, right, I want to talk about this, but let me show you this. You have your gas cooktop and as well as an induction cooktop right here. So basically, come a bit closer, let me show you something. So you've got the electric right here, you've got this two as an electric. You've also got this two as a gas. So of course, if you don't want to make use of the gas, you can use this. If you want to use it, you can use it. Of course, you have that privilege to do that. Now you've got these two doors opening up to your storage. One is your pantry and then one is your service room, right? Now, you've got a modern, smart kitchen sink, which is quite brilliant, right? This is a piano smart kitchen sink. You've got your cup washer right here. Of course, you have your faucet, and of course, you have another one. You have your soap dispenser. Here, you get to control hot and cold. You have all the things that would give you very beautiful, of course, when you're washing here, you get to feel it. I like it. I mean, if I lived in this house, I'll probably be doing the dishes for my wife as she cooks. That'd be cool, right? What do you think? Okay, now on this side, you've got your, I think it's closed because of dust. You've got your double door refrigerator. Now, the interesting thing that I wanted to tell you earlier, but I wanted it to be a surprise, is that at the back of the house, we've got a swimming pool. Now, you can access the swimming pool from the kitchen area using this sliding door or window to access the pool. Right? So at the moment you come to the pool area, you realize that it's walkable, it's quite spacious, very, very grand, quite big, Now, what a lot of people do these days, right, is that if you have a pool of this nature at the back of your space, you realize that it competes with space, right? I realize that there is a mechanism that actually encloses the pool. I don't know how or where you're going to get that, but of course I think it's there because I've seen it a couple of times on some videos, right? You can actually roll and close this pool and then you get to play around it and all that, which is, I mean, if you do that here, you're going to love it, right? Okay, now let's continue our tour, but this time around we are going to use this door. Voila, now back to the living area combination with the dining space. Now we've got this door opening up to the powder room. Even the powder room has got ample space, right? Ample space with a nice vanity basin with a LED mirror right there. Now let's take a walk to the first floor so I get to show you the 3 bedrooms up on the first floor. Now, up on the first floor area, you're welcomed by this mini space right here that has another entire space wrapping around to the end of this space or this area, giving you a standing area to overlook your primary living room area, and also to have a very close look at this beautiful crystal chandelier on this area. I like the chandelier, quite elegant. It looks like an elegant woman's bracelet. Is it bracelet? Yeah, necklace. Necklace, right, necklace. Right, very, very elegant. Looks more like a diamond, sparkling. Okay, now on this area, you've got your family space. You've got your family space here. Quite grand, quite beautiful. You've got enough space. I think it commands a space of technically about 20 square meter, give and take, which is quite big. Now, you've got this door or this window opening up to the balcony, area, right? Quite beautiful, right? Beautiful. Nice one. Beautiful pendant lights. I like that. I like that. Now on this area, I mean, one of the things that caught my attention is we realized that on this aisle or this veranda or this, I don't know what you want to call it, you've got a tax light right here, which is quite nice. I mean, I love all the lighting that the developer fixed on this property. It brings out the beauty quite well, right? Now this is bedroom 1, up on the first level, has a space of about 18 square meter thereabouts. You've got your bathroom right here, right? And then up on this level, you have your enclosed or inbuilt wardrobe space. Of course, very big window, enough ample room height, nice pendant light and chandelier up there, which is quite brilliant. Let's take a walk to the second bedroom. Now this is the second bedroom, technically the same space as the one we are coming out from. This is about 18 to about 19 square meter thereabout, which is quite big. You know, you've got window bringing in natural daylight, and you have your inbuilt closet space right here, which is quite nice. And on this area, we've got this door opening up to your bathroom with all the modern bathroom fixtures, which is quite brilliant. Let's continue our tour to the third bedroom. On the third bedroom, looks a little bit sizable than the ones we're coming up from. This is about 15 to 14 square meter thereabouts. But of course, he decided to also feature an inbuilt closet space right here, so you don't have things littering around. And of course, you've got your bathroom space right here with all the bathroom appliances. So let's continue our tour. So I can take you to the primary suite, the master bedroom, the Oboro space. Let's take a look. On the stairway heading to the primary bedroom or the master bedroom, we've got this gigantic chandelier or pendant lights in the center of the stairway, brightening up the whole place, which is quite brilliant. I love the idea. Now you've got this door. Now, before we open up that door to see what is in there or on that area, this whole floor is dedicated to or for the primary bedroom, which is quite, quite a brilliant thing, right? Because of course, if you own this house as the owner, you've got to enjoy the space, right? Now this door brings you out to the balcony space. This is a very big balcony space. You can actually throw in a mini party of about 5 to 6 people right here, which is good. I like it. You've got multiple floor drains up on that area, quite brilliant. I love the color of the glass. It's nice. Now, up straight ahead opens up to the primary bedroom itself. Now, before you enter into the primary bedroom, on the right-hand side, we've got this. Now, this space can actually be used for either a study, either a gym, either a game room, either a cinema. I mean, anything that gives you that comfort, anything you want to do here, you can actually use this space for that. But of course, if you also want to use it for a walk-in closet, you can do that. But of course, you have a walk-in closet. But of course, I mean, if you buy this property, you get to do anything you want to do. I mean, that's the beauty of it. Now, this is the bedroom area, quite big, quite grand. It commands a space of about 40 square meter thereabout. Nice, nice. Ample windows bringing in natural daylight into the premises. I love the room height. Beautiful chandelier up there, quite beautiful. And I'm pretty much sure that there's also supposed to be a chandelier here. I think if you put a chandelier here, almost the same type with the one there, I think it's going to make it a little more. It's going to brighten up the space more, right? Which is, I like it personally. Now, up on this level, or on this area, we have our walk-in into the walk-in closet space. Here you've got your walk-in closet space. You have, as you can see, you have light recessed into all the cabinet wood that partitions all the spaces, which is a very, very good thing. Because of course, not in addition to the fact that aesthetically is appealing, it also functional, which is good, which is technically the whole idea. Now on this area, you've got a half moon mirror. I don't know what to call it, but of course a half moon mirror or a semicircle mirror with a light just underneath it to actually bring it out, you know, more like it's embossed, right? Quite beautiful. And you've got a fluted wall panel right here, beautifying this whole space, right? I like it. Now, if you walk up straight ahead, you actually embrace or welcome to the bathroom space. Now, in the bathroom space, you have all the fixtures to give you a very, very luxurious bathing experience. You have your, you know, the modern WC. You've got your enclosed shower cubicle with a modern shower fixture, right? It's a modern shower fixture, piano shower fixture. I think the waters are locked, but of course here you get to have light. Once the water is running, all these things illuminate light. And this is your spray gun to get to do one of the two things. I love the niche. I love the fact that it has a niche right here, so you get to put your toiletries and your soap and a couple of other things. Right here, you've got your bathtub. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You know, beautiful. And this side, you've got your twin vanity basin heat with a LED mirror right there. I love the combination of the tiles. If you look closely up on this area, you realize that the wall tile up on this section is quite different from the bathroom section. But of course, they both complement each other, as well as also complementing the floor tile. Nice one, nice one. And the ceiling is white. Oh, nice one. Can you see the light? Quite beautiful. I like it. I like it. I forgot to add that every ceiling has an inbuilt speaker. Even in the bathroom has an inbuilt speaker. That's a brilliant thing. It's brilliant. So if you're playing, you know, music and the whole house gets to hear what you're playing, of course, if you want the whole house to get to hear what you're playing, this is quite nice, right? Now, for the fact that he chose this shade of color, he decided to do the fixtures white so he can brighten up. It's very important, very, very important. It's very, very important. I mean, up on this level, I love everything that I've seen. Everything is impeccable, it's brilliant, it's awesome, it's nice. I love it. And I'm pretty much sure that you're going to like it as well. This property is up for sale. So far, so good. I'm loving what I see. So this brings us to the end of this property tour. If you're interested to acquire this property, kindly contact the numbers that you see on your screen. And of course, we're going to schedule for a viewing so you take a look at this beautiful, magnificent property. Until next time, my name is Doksimon. Catch you on the next one. Cheers.